We start tonight with a close look at one of the big issues of this election campaign, crime. For some communities, it's a constant worry, and we've heard through the BBC's Your Voice, Your Vote that you want politicians to come up with solutions. In Cleveland, the police force recorded the highest overall crime rate in England and Wales last year. They say they are working with people and that crime is now falling. But what does it feel like for communities living under frequent threat? Our UK editor Ed Thomas has been to Middlesbrough to find out.
It's brutal around here. It's brutal.
Crime.
You just have to be prepared, don't you? If someone's going to stop you, you have to stop them.
Victims.
We feel degraded, like we're non-existent.
They're dragged in through here.
And justice denied.
Next time it happens, do I even ring the police? Do I just leave it? I get up and I think, why are we bothering?
This is the Netherfields estate in Middlesbrough.
What's going on?
BBC News, looking at the big issues of this election, and one of them's crime. What's it like here?
Bad.
Tony's born and bred here, and he's had enough.
A couple of windows that were getting smashed, and then it just escalated from there to there to there to there.
His biggest issue
I can show you something around there.
is the damage being done.
What's happened there?
Kids were hanging out, so fighting the fence.
Simple as that.
Yeah, because they're bored.
As he showed us round, these teenagers wanted to talk.
What is it like living here as a kid?
You get copper chases all the time, look.
Are you vaping?
Yeah?
Police have imposed dispersal orders, arrested children as young as 12, and cameras have been put up across the estate.
CCTV there. Place is covered. It's being watched.
You get the penthouse.
Tony showed us home after home
That's been boarded up for God knows how long.
with smashed out windows.
And that's why this is your number one issue, this election, crime.
Yeah. And I think everyone in Middlesbrough will agree with that as well.
And just round the corner,
I want him to come out the house, me.
we find Claire.
Told the council not to fix the windows because they just...
She's vulnerable and says she's being targeted.
How many times have you had your windows put through?
Been going on for a year, at least once a month. One day we had every single window in the house boarded up.
Living next door to this is Robbie.
So you've been targeted as well?
No, well, when they did their house, something popped over, flew over it, man.
He works full-time, raising a young family.
I'm a builder, so they took them out of my garden and run through their windows.
You've worked hard for this. You've grafted for all this.
Grafted, I know. Worked hard for it, mate.
You phoned the police. What happens?
Nothing. Not a thing.
You being serious?
Yeah, give us a crime number to give to the landlord so he can claim on his insurance.
For the families opposite,
That's why we're here.
all this has changed how they live.
As soon as I'm out of this area, I'm a different person. As soon as I get the roundabout coming in, I get anxiety. She's the same. We're all the same. All of us.
It's like you feel as though you can't step over your doorstep sometimes. She used to come in, oh my God, somebody's been stabbed. Mum, the police have just pulled me.
Does it feel like politics is the answer to the problems on Netherfields?
It's the drugs. People need to knock down on the drugs.
2 miles away is Kings Road, North Ormsby. We were told some shops are robbed here every day. One has started publicly naming and shaming people they accuse of stealing. Others say theft,
Shoplifting.
is now normal.
Right. Round here, horrific.
5 went in there with balaclavas on and pinched chocolate.
Today?
Today.
Today.
This morning, about dinner time.
And it was all captured on CCTV. The men walk down the road, stop, cover their faces. Seconds later, they're gone, with chocolate bars.
It's scary them coming in and stuff because I thought obviously they were going to take the money.
Facing them was Ellie.
What was it like witnessing what you witnessed today?
It's just the usual for us though. It's like it happens every day and stuff, so
Can you believe you're saying that?
I know. No.
Close by is Legends Bar,
Pulled the fruit machine over.
and Sarah is desperate.
£4,500 machine. Over the last 2.5 years, I've been targeted 5 times now. They've came through the ceiling, they've came through the back shutter. Got that bad once. They even came in and pinched my KP, roasted nuts. You can't keep going on like this.
Are you aware of any of the criminals being prosecuted, found guilty? in court?
Nobody's been prosecuted, nobody.
North Ormsby is one of the most deprived wards in the whole of Middlesbrough.
Another window smashed?
94 out of every 100 crimes here last year went unsolved.
Welcome to Beirut.
As we walk around,
So what's happening here then?
Police were outside the door.
an example of modern demands on our police.
Do you enjoy policing around here?
It's a job different every day, innit?
Busy?
Not a crime, but a welfare check on Kimberley.
Good confidence in the police, to be fair, because they help with the mental health. I'm ADHD, bipolar, and emotional disability disorder, so...
going on.
Yeah, they're really nice and they'll sit with you and they'll make you feel good.
Cleveland Police is dealing with some of the highest rates of violence in England and Wales.
Where were you stabbed?
Twice, 3 arms down, one on my back. Look at me alive.
People here told us again and again that drug dealing was the reason why so many were living in misery.
Let's have a look. Stones, man.
That's crap.
Money, that, innit?
How much could you sell of that in a week?
Hundreds.
Crack cocaine on the streets being sold by teenagers.
How old were you lot when you started dealing drugs?
16, man.
14. Yeah, I was about 14.
What are the things you've witnessed here?
Shootings. People stabbing each other with smack needles.
You've seen a shooting?
Yeah.
And in daylight, they showed us this.
So what about that, man?
That is quite big.
Yeah, it's hard round here, man. It's rough.
Are you prepared to use that?
Of course, man. You have to, because if you don't stab them, they're going to stab you, aren't they?
But that is all because, I presume, this is crack and heroin.
Yeah. White and brown. No one's going to change it. The bobbies can't change it.
How many houses are smashed up here?
The reasons at the water on the windows.
Politicians are saying they're going to sort out crime. And what they mean by that is sorting out people who are dealing drugs.
What they're going to do? Sort me out. Come sort me out.
So what do you want to say to the politicians?
Politicians?
Catch us if you can.
Does this general election mean anything to you guys?
No,
I don't know what it is.
What's going to change?
You not want something better?
Yeah.
Of course we do. We don't want to sell drugs. I don't want to sell drugs all my life. I don't want that for myself, just how it is.
And this is the challenge for the next government. Solving more crimes, making all streets safer.
Good lad.
Brother.
For people like Tony, it's an urgent crisis.
We feel degraded, like we're non-existent.
Because you're seeing all that crime. And
Yeah, we see it a lot. Whoever wins the next election, we can step up to the mark.
Ed Thomas, BBC News, Middlesbrough.
Our senior UK correspondent Seema Katecha is with me. Seema, that was a snapshot of a difficult situation in one area. What's the overall picture and what are politicians proposing?
Well, overall, the crime rate has fallen, Rita, year on year, but some offences have increased. For example, shoplifting has gone up by 32% in England and Wales. As for what the parties are saying, well, the Tories say they'll put 8,000 officers in the heart of communities across England and Wales over the next 3 years. They say they'll introduce tougher new sentences for certain offenders and build 4 new prisons. Labour hasn't released its manifesto yet, but it's already said it plans to have 13,000 more constables and police and community support officers. It says it will fast-track certain cases through the courts and create thousands of more prison spaces. But Rita, saying something and making it happen are two different things. We know the courts are clogged with tens of thousands of cases in its backlog, and according to the Criminal Bar Association, some barristers are opting out of rape cases because of pay and stress. And as for the prisons, well, I'm told they're on the cusp of reaching full capacity, while policing has been hit by various scandals, and that's affected recruitment, retention and morale.
OK, Seema, thank you. Seema Katecha there.